Hello guys and welcome, my name is ShavedApe and I want to thank you for joining me. Today I thought I would take a look at some of the Hardline news that's recently surfaced thanks to Gamescom. This isn't by any means a definitive list of course, just the things that caught my attention. Firstly, let me just apologise because I know mine's not the only video on Hardline you'll have seen in your sub box in the last week. I had already planned to use my Hardline footage as I mentioned in my previous video, so please do forgive me and stick with me. Now I really enjoyed the beta, so for me to be hyped about this game isn't that hard. However, I also remember previous releases from EA, so I can't help being a little bit sceptical and I certainly won't be jumping on that hype train just yet. One thing people always seem to forget is devs are always more communicative during the build up to games releases, and yet I'm seeing so many people going, oh, the devs are awesome because they're talking to us all the time. Yeah, because they're trying to sell you a game. They must be seen as approachable and of course listening, because otherwise you might not buy their game. Visceral is no exception to that rule. Now don't get me wrong, the things they are saying all sound good, but they also give the same answers too, like it has been discussed, or we'll look into it. You get the idea. That said though, loving hearing some of the things that have been said, like the self-revive mechanic that has been changed massively. It now only works when you are perhaps hit by a explosive trip mine, for example. So someone places a trap, you fall onto it, you die, you can then revive yourself. So that's much better. There are no RPGs with the mechanics class anymore, so you're not going to have cops or criminals running around with RPGs. Well, that's not entirely true. There will be RPGs, but they are in the form of a pickup. I believe they'll be found in the trunk of your car. Thank you, Danny on PC, for that tidbit of information. There are other pickups in the game also, ones that will allow you to replenish your ammo, maybe even revive a teammate, and of course, as I've already said, to RPG some fucker that's camping in the armoured truck. You'll be able to use weapon license to unlock a class specific weapon to use with any class. So it's like mastering the gun, that's your weapon license, but then you'll be able to use that in any class. Now it's not been said yet whether that's for every gun, so you could master every gun and use on every class, but I hope that's not the case. I hope it's just the one weapon license that you can get your hands on that allows you to do that. New maps and new modes were announced, and everyone seems to be making a big deal about Rescue, the 5v5 game mode where you get 1 life per round. Now I'm all for it, don't get me wrong, but it's just, well, it's hostage rescue from CS, and I like that game mode. I'm sure I'll like this one too. Trouble is though, I will be of a very small minority that actually plays this publicly, so it's highly unlikely that I'll play it at all. If you're in a competitive team, you may well end up playing this one a lot, but the rest of us will likely forget it even exists. Anyone want to play some diffused mode in BF4? I know it's broken by the way, or at least it was last I checked, but you get the point. Now Hotwire, that looked fun, and certainly something different in terms of first person shooters. I remember watching the leaked footage and that sort of showcased this mode a little bit, and I thought, yeah, I like that idea, that's cool. But I don't think this will be for everybody though, as not everyone likes car games, and this mode is essentially a car race game, or at least that's how it looked to me. The open beta will come apparently in January, roughly a month before the game launches, so basically we are getting another demo. Can't help being disappointed with that news. They got so much great feedback from the first beta. To me it makes sense to have another one, leaving plenty of time for changes to be made should the next one fall short of expectations. And I'm just not sure a month is going to cut it. What do you think? Lastly, and rather importantly I guess, it's been confirmed that there will be a CTE for Hardline after its release. And while not confirmed yet, you can bet it'll be for premium members only, and will be on PC only. There's a good reason for it being only on PC, simply because the certification process for patches on consoles is quite a lengthy and expensive process. So while I'm sure the devs would love to tap into that player base, I'm not too sure EA will want to foot the bill to do so. I believe that each patch costs around 20,000 just to go through the certification process, and when you consider the CTE in Battlefield 4 has been producing about a patch a week, sometimes 2 patches a week, you can imagine that's going to get quite costly. So now over to you. What do you think of the current Hardline hype? Has it got you interested? Or do you still want to throw up in your mouth at the very mention of it? Will you play rescue mode? Will you buy the game? What do you think of the new survivalist mechanic? Will you apply for the Hardline CTE? Let me know in the comments below, guys. Those are just some of the questions that I've got burning, so feel free to let me know about anything else as well. As always, thank you very much for your time and for watching this video. I will hopefully be back very soon, so until the next time, thank you very much for your time and patience, and I will see you soon. Hit the annotation on screen now for a random video, and you can of course subscribe as well. Oh, and don't forget that like button. I'll see you soon.